Hi, this is Adam Olin, CEO of Russell and Spark, a boutique branding and marketing firm. After 25 years in creative agencies, I realized that the very best reviews came from my story training sessions. So I turned them into a keynote, but I didn't know how to break into speaking. I'm so glad I found Laurie-Ann Murabito's Be in Demand podcast and joined her community of speaking professionals. From book publishing to sales strategies to the details that distinguish true professionals, it's been invaluable. Even if you can't get into her exclusive community calls, you can still listen to the podcast.
Happy Thursday, everyone. This is Laurie-Ann, and you are listening to Be in Demand. This is the podcast where I help entrepreneurs just like you leverage speaking opportunities as your best form of marketing, get positioned as the expert, and monetize your message. Today is a very special speaker breakthrough session with my friend Megan. Megan, I'm glad that you're here.
Me too. Thank you. I'm excited to learn from a pro.
Tell me what you do.
Awesome. Well, I am a recent corporate director turned entrepreneur in the last year. I was a director for Target for 21 and a half years, where I helped turn around cultures and engage teams to drive big results operationally and with sales and with the guests. And I started on the side serving professionals and companies on how to do this and how to actually find fulfillment in the journey too. So I'm a high performance coach, I'm a culture consultant, and I'm an event speaker too. And my mission is to bring team investment and growth to companies, corporate and small businesses and professionals, because I believe you can crush your career goals and find fulfillment and joy along the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you want to be speaking on?
I speak on elevating your leadership excellence and the importance of integrating growth into your business objectives. And I believe our business and teams only grow as much as we do as the leaders. And so I'd love to teach some different fulfillment frameworks and habits and strategies to bring this to life.
And what industry do you want to be speaking in about leadership? Because leadership is a very big ocean with a
Yeah.
lot of leadership speakers in it. So what industry do you want to focus on? Do you focus on an industry?
Right now, this has been an exploration year. I've been serving higher education. I have been in private, huge companies and corporate companies. And the audience I'm really working with is the C suite team, the CEOs. I believe the team only believes the message if the messenger at the top is exuding these behaviors and supporting them. So it's been less about a specific industry, more about top level leaders and organizations to help them feel good about themselves and then integrate these amazing teachings into their different levels of teams.
Wonderful. And you might not know this about me, but I come from the leadership speaking
Oh, what?
industry before I started doing what I'm doing right now, which is helping like coaches and consultants really leverage speaking opportunities.
Nice.
So when when you say like, "Oh, well, but I really work well with like the C-suite," but unfortunately there's C-suite for every single industry. And again, you are spreading yourself too thin while you're trying to get known.
Sure.
So that's why I love that you're exploring different areas. So who, besides the C-suite, is there a particular industry of the C-suite that you have fallen in love with or kinda like you enjoy flirting with?
Yes, that's very fun. So, I mean, I would say I am coaching and working one on one with my first CEO right now, which has been really rewarding. And I feel like that role alone is such an influential role, but it's a smaller company. And so I have been working more with the vice presidents, SVPs, and like that, the chief officers of experience team, things like that.
Mhm.
And so I think the actual participant on that C-suite team are the ones that are the most impressionable and excited for what I'm bringing because they influence up and down. They're influencing their CEO and their team
Mhm.
below them. And I think it's so important to be an influential leader. And so I actually do a whole speaking event on the power of influence and how we need to be role models at all times and lead with empathy and encourage a feedback culture and things like that. So anyway, back to your original question. I would say the actual C-suite SVP level is who has really been embracing the messages. But the really neat thing is before I even get to their leadership style, we work on their personal development first. And
Mhm.
so one of my strategies is bringing dreaming back into their lives. And I believe when we have big dreams we're working on, they fuel everything else going on. And that was a lot of how I had success in my corporate role is bringing dreaming to the workplace. And so I'm helping these leaders dream first and get close to their own journeys before they start making that bigger impact on others.
Great. So, two things.
Yes.
I think you need to pick an industry.
I know this is so
Now,
helpful.
you come from Target.
I know.
It's kind of that little company, and I know nobody's probably heard of it, but haha. But I mean, one, I would like, how can you leverage the fact that you worked and did all of this at Target, you know, with similar organizations, and you've got to pick an industry.
I'm taking all the notes.
And the reason why I want you to pick an industry is like a mountain. You need to climb to the top of that mountain of that industry. So let's just say it's going to be retail, so Target. This is so that when you get to the top of this mountain, other people that are on top of the other mountains from different industries like healthcare, automotive, oil and gas can see you. They'll have heard about you. People are talking about you. Your results are speaking for themselves. And that's how you start to, oil and gas starts to pull you over there. Would you come and speak at our event here in the healthcare industry?
I love it. So good.
But by picking an industry, it's like you're picking a lane.
Yes.
I do leadership for C-suite in this industry.
I love it. I'm working with an awesome business coach.
Mhm.
And it's been as work's been coming in, she does say this, like it's interesting because I feel like you're getting closer to finding your niche, like your industry. Um, but out of the gates, when I put to the universe that this is my new role, I feel like it's just pulled me in different directions, which I've been open for as I explore and, find that great fit. But I will say, I just got a big no from a company and it was like months of pitching and presenting. And, I just felt something inside like, I don't know if this is a good match. And really, when I got the no, it was such a relief because I felt like that clarity, kind of what you're saying, like, and it was an industry I've really never been a part of at all. And
Mm,
so, anyway, I also think it's important. And I'm glad I listened to my intuition and that it was a no because that guided me to maybe not dabble in that space.
wonderful. So I'd also like to peek at your website. So what's your URL?
Oh, www.megan-kuiper.com. So MEGAN-KUIPER.com.
Okay. Let me
Yeah.
go over here because I've done a couple of podcast solo episodes on your website for speakers. So I highly recommend that you take a peek at those. Very first thing going to your website is you don't have a speaker page.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm seeing that if I scroll down, like I see a video of you of saying, picture this, that's of you speaking, learn more, learn more. But if I am a meeting planner that's coming to your website, okay, and I had to scroll all the way to the bottom to see something that said event speaking. I want you to have a speaker page.
Okay.
One, it claims that you're a speaker. And as a meeting planner, a conference organizer in a
Yeah.
corporation that is having some sort of an event, I come to your website, I'm going to the speaker page. A lot of times I'll hear people say, oh, but my speaking information is under my about me. Don't make it hard for people to find your
Sure.
speaking information. So it's got to be like so crystal clear
Sure.
for the meeting plan. Like there's absolutely no doubt that, oh, this woman's a speaker.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So is it like just making one of the tabs at the top?
Mhm.
Okay. Perfect.
Add another tab. If your speaking information is someplace else, like under your About Me or Ways to Work with Me, I'm just going to encourage you to have a speaker page, a tab right at the top, and that's where I want you to put all of that information.
I love it. And I have one, but I just send it separately, usually like in an email.
But don't do that. It's like your secret.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
let's just say I run across a friend of mine, saw you speak or heard of you, and so now she's telling me about you, and so I'm gonna go to your website or your social media, and then I get to your website, but then I scroll down and just like, "This can't be the person that she was talking about," because it doesn't
It's-
scream that yes, it doesn't scream that you're a speaker.
Okay. So good. Well, thank you for all these great tips.
Yeah,
That
and
tends to make happen pretty fast.
yeah, and if you've got some great speaking photos, you're gonna add those to the speaker page. And if you don't have enough great photos, you keep adding them as you have new events.
Sure. I have quite a few. I love it.
But, going back to the industry, when you have a specific industry that you can speak to, then you can start speaking their language and actually speaking to them on that web page.
Yes. So good.
And so I would do this as you're getting started.
Thank you, Lenny. I'm taking all these notes.
Yeah, you just keep writing, especially like as you're getting started so that you build up that reputation in that industry.
Okay.
And then I will, I'll share with you that it's super easy to be able to go to somebody else that's in the industry. You don't even have to get a referral from one of your clients because they might be like, well, we don't want to send you to our competitor. But wouldn't it be fun? I had this happen to me when I got hired by a logistics company. A global logistics company was bringing everybody together and they wanted to prepare themselves for a recession. Now, when you're a global when you're a global company, there is somewhere in the world that is always suffering from a recession. So, whether it's here or it's there, like eventually it all just evens out. So that was one of the reasons why they brought me in to speak about leadership. But all I had to do was go to like Schneider and say, well, recently I spoke for Toll. You'd be able to like
leverage it.
drop those names and they're just like, well, geez, if Toll had her, Toll's a
Yes.
global company and here we are, like we're just a local division or we're just here in the United States. They're more apt to bring you in.
Yes.
At least open the door to having that conversation.
Yes. I love that. I also have before I had my speaking offering, I created a course. So I have a course called Time to Shine, and it's an 8-part course that I love to teach. And I have found the most joy in doing it with one-on-one clients. But soon I'm going to be doing a launch and offering it in a group forum too. But what's been interesting is I'm attracting those clients I told you, those level leaders, and then they're bringing me into their teams after they have their own transformation.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. And so I do still like that flow, but I feel like I could still do that and pursue an industry.
Yes. So you're picking an industry so that you get known, you build up more of your speaker assets, you're building up testimonials and video footage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you can't speak in other industries. But when you step off the stage because they've seen your brilliance, that's when they can also be bringing you in for, hey, I want you to work with my team.
Yeah.
And that's where I would use I actually have a PDF called Magic Phrases. It's 17 phrases that you can start dropping into your speeches and also interviews so that people know, oh, she's a coach. Oh, she's got another keynote. These are just little things that we add in. They're very conversational. You don't sound like you're an infomercial, but the people in your audience are like, oh, she's got, like, let's just take a meeting planner. They're going to be like, I didn't know she had that talk. Well, we should bring her in we should start booking her for next year and have her do that talk. as well.
Right.
So it just plants little seeds in people. And this is how you step off the stage to more bookings, more clients, more leads.
I love that. Is that just on your website or?
Yeah, you can actually get that at speakandstandout.com/magic. I'll say that one more time. Speakandstandout.com/magic.
Okay, I love it. I'm excited to take a peek.
Yeah, great.
Mm.
So do you feel good? Do you feel
Yeah,
like you have some direction?
I do. I feel like I want to get on the horn with my assistant and get our speaker page loaded because I feel like that would be a quick fix. And
Wonderful.
then I want to kind of chew on the industry piece. But I like what you said in terms of the mountain piece. I can really envision that thought in terms of getting to the top and then having others turn their head down the road. And I also already can think about what spaces have really like been eating up my messages lately and just seeing where that could keep building. So I'm excited. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I was going to ask you what gold nuggets are you walking away with, but you just answered that before I was even able to ask you.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So good.
So, Megan, thank you so much for coming on for this speaker breakthrough session. It was such a joy, and I can hardly wait because your audiences are, the world needs you,
Thank you.
and what you have to share with people about this dreaming and really changing culture is so needed today. So, thank you so much for coming on. And if you would like to book your own speaker breakthrough session, all you have to do is go to speakandstandout.com/SBS, which stands for Speaker Breakthrough Session. So till next time, be in demand.
Thank-
Well, Megan, I really appreciate you coming onto the show and trusting me and doing this live coaching. Would you let the audience know where they can find you and learn more from you?
Yes, I love to connect on my website at megan-kuiper.com. So it's MEGAN-KUIPER. And I'm on Instagram at Megan M. Kuiper.
Wonderful. Thank you. If you're a coach, a consultant, or a service provider who is tired of hearing crickets on social media and you are ready to make more money, then this is for you. I want to connect with you for a free speaker breakthrough session. And during this free 20-minute session, I will analyze where you're currently leaving money on the table when it comes to your visibility, booking more sales calls, and how to leverage speaking opportunities. I want you to book that call over at speakandstandout.com/S. Are you tired of hearing crickets on social media? Wondering where to get seen by the right people? Or frustrated with the growth of your business? Then the Speaker Breakthrough Session is just for you. During this free 20-minute discovery call, I'll help you recognize where you're leaving money and opportunity on the table. You'll walk away with tips and a strategy to leverage speaking opportunities to get positioned as the expert, visible to the right people, and monetize your expertise. Book your call at speakandstandout.com/SBS for Speaker Breakthrough Session. Hey, you've been listening and nodding along thinking, I'll start speaking when I feel more ready. But here's the truth. Clarity and confidence, they come from doing. That's why I created In Demand, my monthly membership for people just like you who are ready to grow their business with speaking. Even if you're not sure what to do, where to find opportunities, or what to say once you get that opportunity. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. And we'll make sure that you don't do it alone. Doors are open now, and our next live call is coming up. So if this has been tugging at you, consider this your sign. You can join us at speakandstandout.com/IND for In Demand, and that link is down below. Your audience is waiting, and I promise the moment that you step up, the right people will start paying attention to you.